Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. The Golden Flashes will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense takes the field. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football. And still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On third down, going up top. Complete to the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so it's pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put have touch passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play. Well, they immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up on the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got the quick pass.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Trying play action. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Isn't the play-action fake supposed to make those guys take a half a beat before they come and destroy the
And
quarterback?
stat.
Yes, trying to
Where
slow
is
him
that?
down as much as possible, but it's predicated, too, on me reading that and me seeing it, and they didn't bite it at all. You better run the football effectively if you're going to run play action, because they did not bite on the play action fake at all.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Yep. How it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
From the gun, running back on the move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. Off play action. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No way.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Running back searching for a hole. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Might want to stick with kicking this time after misfiring on the last fake. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Looking to throw on second down. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Hard running there. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They'll go to the ground. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback
we'll take the field goal.
Back at the 13. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They'll run play action. The throw. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Nice move there. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Might be looking to run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Looking for the score. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the
Wow. I see here.
They don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback just not on the same page with his wide receiver there. Receiver just not able to get to that pass on the perimeter in double coverage.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Let's go! They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he's got it!
I don't know where you were going. I'm so glad.
Started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point,
Oh, I don't have all day to wait.
We check in with Kevin Connors.
I'm sorry, I'm just doing
Guys, a
that.
little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 21 over the Royals. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his man down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this
Good
offense,
defense.
when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle, it's Estrada. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
To the ground with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Golden Flashes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now adjusting. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Golden Flashes have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back has it.
Good
He's
defense.
dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. The play action fake. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They finally make the stop at the big run. He's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Kennesaw State will have to punt. They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll try the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the break. They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The future.
On to attempt the try. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On second down, looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Snags it over the middle. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Golden Flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This time he's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the middle, it's to Strata.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Keith. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
On second down, just keeps firing. Fires and picked
Good
off.
defense.
Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient.
Man, welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that?
A little
You call it
break.
So third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. One more play to pad the stats. Going up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Goes right through his hands, falls to the ground, and they have also dropped this game as the clock strikes.